And that you can hack a lot of things is amazing. Also a lot of options that you choose or that you want to do according to the game. The game is like, why would you do that? And then the game react on you. I think that's amazing how the game reacts on the player's choice of behavior. Okay, there we go. This is one thing that is in the game, like this supposed to be happening. This, what you see right now, that's supposed to be happening. The thing what you see right now.
Got the data. Thanks, V. Get closed.
The thing that you see right now, that whole shocking screen, is because V, the main character, has a chip slid into her head socket, and on that chip, Johnny Silverhand was on there. She got a bullet to the brain, so the chip was like, "Hey, I need to activate," because the engram on the chip is meant to go into a dead body, so the host on the chip can take over the dead body. According to the chip, thought that V died, but V got reanimated, or CPR should we say, back to life. So nanobots inside the chip went loose on her body, closed off the head, resurrected, thank you, closed off the head, healed the wounds, and she came back to life. Now, what happened is her own personality and the personality on the chip are mixed together into one. So the chip is fighting against V and V is fighting against the chip. Only V is losing the battle at the moment. The thing is, Johnny Silverhand wants to keep V as much as he can alive. Because he says, in the way that V reacts and do, he need her. So yeah. So that's quite amazing. And a very, very complicated tale how far it went. At least I give you the small rundown to what I know myself. At the moment, right now, is one of Johnny Silverhand, the second persona that's in the main character's body, Johnny Silverhand's ex-girlfriend of 2023, I think, has been transported in the first network by Arasaka. Arasaka is one of the corporations, and he got access to the black wall. The black wall is beyond the network that everybody can see, and she lives beyond the black wall. So we went there to ask her, like, hey, can you help us? She's like, yeah, I want to help you, but I have not the software for it. So we claimed, like, we can help you to get the software and the hardware to help us. C said, like, I do want to help you out. We're going to see, or I'm going to see what I'm going to do for you. And all the other persons in between are just there for good measure. And at this moment, we're also trying to get our street rep up, because that's the main goal of V. V wants to get the best street rep. He wants to be the man that everybody goes to. The fun fact is, now that V has Johnny Silverhand in her head, how can we say that? The ride wasn't be easy for her. That's the only way that I can say. At the moment, also, because I'm working with Johnny Silverhand. Johnny Silverhand is more like lending in a hand to me. Going like, hey, I want to get you better. I want to make you better. I want to make you the living legend that you want to be. That's how I became to get his vehicle, his Porsche. I got his gun, I got his jacket, his pants, his boots. I even got his sweater, his tank top. And to be honest, I cannot be an ass to Johnny, because Johnny do everything in his power to help us out in getting better. But as far as we know, we already run into the Netrunners. Netrunners are like agents of the network, and the Voodoo Boys, that's the countermeasure of the Netrunners, because they don't like each other at all. But we killed them both. Because the Voodoo Boys tried to flatline us. Flatline is like what it says, flatline. But at this moment, how do you say that? By helping the Voodoo Boys, we know that the ex-girlfriend of Johnny Silverhand is there to help us out. And the fun thing is, we're on a chase right now to get the new hardware and everything that's around it. The weird part is, we're not sure where everything goes, because Johnny Silverhand wants to find Terry right now. Terry is one of his old bandmates. But here's also another fun fact. Johnny Silverhand already died multiple times according to the comic book, or not the comic books, but according to the book lores. In the game, he just died once by Adam Smasher. Adam Smasher, we're going to hunt him as well, or that's the main part of Rogue. Rogue is one of his older buddies as well. And Adam Smasher was a normal man, but has been made to a cybernetic drone that can still think and function for himself. And he's working for, here it comes, Arasaka. Also, Arasaka killed his own dad, and we got the blame for it. The man that we worked together with, Jackie Wells, died according to get this chip. Also, we're playing Nomad. For those who wants to know, we're playing Nomad. Because freedom! But they are talking about getting Johnny Silverhand back. According to the books, it went from a clone to the rough data core, back to a clone, and getting in real life again. Because Johnny Silverhand dies, according to the books, like 4 or 5 times. So that's amazing. But yeah, we're just a few 50 years after the Great War with Arasaka, or not the Great War, but the war with Arasaka. And that's where we are right now.
He's like a chip!
Also, yes, I already got Johnny Silverhand's weapon. This pistol that I'm using right now was Johnny Silverhand's main weapon. But at the beginning of the game, the story can be really weird, double crossing, and you don't know where you want to go. You don't know what you want to do. You don't trust Johnny Silverhand at first. Afterwards, you're going to more and more trust him, and so on. Oh, dude. As you can see right now, the models are not loading in correctly. That's because, well, low settings. Sometimes it really works you against you in the favor, but most of the times it works with you in the favor. Because then you can drive underneath them or against them and don't get damaged because they are not fully loaded in. Yeah, and I died over there. I know. But I hope that I give you enough explanation what's going on right now. And every way of playing, you got 3 backstories. We're playing Nomad right now. You got also Corpo. Corpo is like Arasaka, one of the bigger companies. They call them Corpos. And you also got a Street Kid. And every backstory of the character has influence on how the game plays out for you. For me, Nomad, I can talk about people, about gear, about being self-sustaining, not to join up with a few groups that's outside the city, not to trust one another, and so on and so on. And corpos can say like, oh, you don't need to trust them, you don't need to work for them, they are assholes, and so on and so on. Now, street kids, well, the name says it, you know the streets of Night City. So you can say like, oh, don't go in that group, don't go there, don't enter that street. And, well, you name it. I did, you get it a bit. Yeah, it's not one of my most adventurous things to explain. Because it's pretty hard to wrap my head around it myself, because I don't know who to trust right now. I know I want to trust Rogue, but I don't trust her in the same way, because he's doing something shady. As well as the ex lady of Johnny Silverhand, also called Alt. Johnny Silverhand is turning around to be a real bro, because I'm being a bro to him as well. But yeah. Yeah. There's also, as you can see right now, we're doing a gig. A gig is something you can do as side projects to earn pay. So we were here, the motorcycle of Johnny Silverhand, but we're not going to do this one yet. Lady, he hits like a freight train. We cannot hold up against. I like this more so much. Oop. It buff. Frame drop.
I don't know.
Fault.
I want to see how far we can get with this one.
You ready? Not too scared, are you, Buttercup?
Look for...
Like that. Like I thought.
Well, we managed to do it, but we need to use the help of the scanner.
If you suspect any rogue,
We managed already to get way further.
I don't know.
Told ya. You ready?
Look forward to it.
Like that. You like getting your ass beat, huh? Like I...
Why is it impossible to do this? How hard can it be to whoop somebody's ass? In that particular moment, the game is like unfair. Really unfair. Like the characters, when he does this and he stands on one foot, like tilt his arm, like I'm going to hit you. And he stands also on one foot. He skated around the area on one foot. I don't know if you guys seen it.
I don't, no. I'll...
You ready? Not too scared.
Look forward to it.
Fuck.
Like
God damn it! Why doesn't go as I wanted? I dodge out of the way. I do the shit that needs to be done, and still it gives me the big fucking finger. Why, game? Why must you be so dick? Maybe I can put a point into Brawler. Will I do that? Let's see if we can do that. See what we can. Reduce the amount of stamina consumed when you allays. Yeah. Reduce fall damage. And this is with blunt weapons.
Toss in this...
fall.
Let's see if this makes any difference.
You ready? Not. weiter.
Almost. We had him almost. If we use the scanner in time, we can slow the time down. I do want to have the level 12 in this, because I do want to get the well sprinting. Want to get this one. Dodging doesn't take stamina anymore. Fall damage. On everything. And
Expect any rogue AI activity
I don't know.
immediately.
it's doable, I can tell you that.
You ready? Not too scared, are you, Buttercup?
Be a net hero. If you suspect any rogue immediately. The NCPD advises travelers beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a
Why do you guys hurt so much?